the water just sits and sits and sits.
Okay.
And I plunge it and sometimes it goes away and sometimes it doesn't. And I've checked in there, I can't see anything wrong with the incinerator. And now it's going to behave because you're here.
That usually happens. Nope, it's coming up. And you've been plunging this?
I plunge it, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Wow. That sucker's jammed up. You have a stoppage, ma'am.
Okay.
She's like,
But
no crap. That's why I called you.
And I checked with my neighbor because we have stacks and he's not having any problems. So it tells me it's in the unit.
Yeah, if it was a stack and you're on the second floor,
Yeah,
you'd be
he would
getting
be.
your stuff from the third floor.
Well, I would assume the guy on the first floor would.
Wow.
And I don't know, how do you snake with an incinerator?
Oh, you gotta take it apart.
Oh, great.
It's not a problem.
Yeah,
I'll
I cleared
get it
it out underneath, so you can get at it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go see what else. I want to see what's in the toilet.
Oh, yeah, that's like, you know, every 10th time it just runs and runs and runs and I jiggle it and then it works again. So I don't know whether it needs a new stopper or... How are you feeling?
I feel great.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I really do. Can't complain. I'll go, let me take a peek at that. Scooby-Doo, cold toilet. How old is this building? About 25 or 30?
25, but I think I replaced it once. I
You've
don't think it's the original.
You didn't replace the whole toilet, correct?
No.
Yeah, because this is a Kohler Wellworth toilet. And I just want to make note of
The
these
building
things.
was built in 1998, so we're now coming up on 26 years.
Yeah. So it's got a side mount trip lever, which I have. Yeah. All right. Well. Yep. I'm just gonna get a new flapper for you.
Okay.
A new ball cock, a new supply hose, because I always replace those.
Okay.
This handle seems to be fine, so do you want me to look at the other toilet to see? Because this flapper is in pretty bad shape.
You can look. I think it may have been replaced more recently, but while you're here, why not?
Yeah, I just want to make sure I bring up everything that I
Every
need.
trip is,
That thing's hard as a rock.
every trip is money.
Yes, unfortunately. Is it just 2 baths?
Just 2 baths.
Okay.
Just me.
Yeah, you need a new flapper there.
How do you know?
I can just look at it and see it's...
I feel like I just don't take care of it.
Well, it's only a $5 part. You
Oh,
might
I
as
know,
well
and I know
have
you're
me
gonna-
do it while I'm here.
Yeah.
You can just see it doesn't have the pliability that they normally have.
Okay. All right.
So we'll put a new one on.
Might as well. Take full advantage of you.
Do you want me to replace this too? I mean, this is working, but you know, it's another $20 or so.
I have to trust your judgment. I have to trust your judgment.
Let's replace that. You know, I'll put a new flapper and new fill valves in both toilets.
Okay.
And then I'll bring up my Super V and we'll rot out that line.
Okay.
Figure out what's going on with your
All right.
garbage disposal. I'll do the toilets first.
Okay. Do you want me to? I have a fob. That's what you.
A fob?
This gets you in the front doors.
Okay.
So we don't have to go through this routine again.
Well, okay.
I have to trust you. I'm sure you can't copy keys out there.
I left my key copying machine at home today. It was broken. Yeah. Let me get this guy out of here. It's always a challenge.
My son-in-law is studying to be a plumber.
Really?
Yeah.
Where does he live?
He lives in Durham, North Carolina.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't look like he's going to have any trouble finding employment. Matter of fact, his employer is paying for his.
Yeah, that's what I used. That's what I used to do. Anybody who worked for me, I would pay for their apprenticeship.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what we got cooking under here. We got 90.
I know this incinerator is less than 10 years old.
No, it's in great condition under
remodeled
that in there.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna take it apart and see what's going on, and then bring my Super V up here and run it through. All right, guys, here we go. I'm gonna change this out because it's kind of crusty. I can tell by the by how rigid this hose is that this thing's been in here for a long time. So while I'm here, rather than her having to spend more money in a year to have me come back, I'll just replace the whole thing now. Bada bada boom. So I've got a new ball cock, new flapper. Take this hose off. Oh boy, somebody cranked that thing really good with a plastic nut in a condo. Scary, Mary. Scary. Wow, that's kind of loose for a cola tank. Alright guys, here we go again. I'm just gonna size them up. They're the same size. I'm gonna pop this down just a tad. So this has copper in it, guys. The building is piped in copper. So I'm not concerned about stress on CPVC coming out of the wall. Nice and gummy and pliable. I like to leave the extra chain on, guys, just for some extra weight. Right on the water line. Perfect. It's a little lower than it was, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring it up to where it was, and I'm just gonna lift this white ring, pull it up a little bit. That's it. Sporting the old collapsible bucket today. Great gift from one of my subscribers. Can't beat that. Alright, let's go do this other one. And then tear this drain apart and see what's going on with this garbage disposal.
One down.
One down, one to go. Wow, the seat's just hanging on, but man. Ouch. Oh, the cabinets above toilets are killing me. It's always something. A little bit of downward pressure on this will prevent the water from coming out. See how much lower the new one is? I'm gonna go with that. Screw Alright guys, so there's the stoppage. What I try to do, guys, is push it in by hand as much as I can, and so that I know I'm getting where the problem is, you know. But unfortunately, I don't have a glove with me, so. Do you?
Yeah. I mean, you just gloves to...
Like a rubber glove?
Yeah.
It's gonna be shot when I'm done with
I
it.
don't care. I don't care.
I looked inside of that garbage disposal.
Yeah.
There's been it looks like a lot of grease in there.
Ah, that you can't totally get rid of. I know there's gloves in here because I unpacked it this morning.
Okay.
Took out all the stuff.
You gotta love it, huh? Just one is fine.
You can run them both.
Thank you.
Now, how do you trap grease though? That's the...
You don't. It's just. How long have you been here?
I've been here 11 years.
And you've never had this thing rotted? Nobody's ever had
Nope.
to come out and do this?
Nope.
So
Nope.
you probably will be okay for the next.
11 years?
Yeah. This glove ought to be easier to get off because there's no circulation to my hand.
Well, you just cut it off. I have a scissors.
I'm kidding.
No, seriously.
That was a joke. I throw in the cheesy jokes for free. And your reaction to it is typically what I get.
What?
Not any laughs. Just, you know, my jokes aren't good, basically. Exactly. Struggling comedian. All right, so let's see what we can get here, boys. That's not gonna work. I gotta go get some real gloves. This is gonna kill me. Boy, I wish I could just cut that thing off, man. I'm gonna go a different route, guys. I'm getting rid of this thing, this trap. I'm gonna cut all this mess off. I'm gonna put an adapter and go with a different trap so that if she has issues in the future, we can just take off our tubular trap. Let me go get some stuff. Alright guys, so I gotta cut this. This whole thing has got backfall on it, and it just makes it very difficult to work on, so I'm moving on to plan B here. New Year's Eve, baby. This is how we do it. cables in it. Ma'am, I want to show you something. It's kind of gross, but it'll explain why I'm doing what I'm doing. Let me get my cable out. I'm trying to cut it in half. Ugh. Yeah. That's an understatement. Look at this. Ugh. This is the pipe.
Oh my gosh, no wonder. I'm surprised anything got through.
Yeah. That's pretty gross. That's all grease.
That must be 10 years of...
Maybe more than that. Because it's pretty nasty.
25 years old.
Uh-huh. Alright, well. This is pretty gross, man. It's gonna make it more serviceable.
What?
It's gonna make it more serviceable.
Okay.
And this took a long time to build up like this. You understand? Yeah. Wow. That's pretty gross. I'm sure that pipe, that 2-inch right there, has backfall on it. And this thing was just slap full, guys. Probably missed me sticking my finger in there. Very difficult location, man. Eat this goddamn. Yeah. Wow. Guys, I don't know if you can see in there, but man, she got big time problems in there. Look at that. Wow. I really need to stick my vacuum in there and suck that shit out. I gotta make another trip down, guys. Alright guys, so I'm gonna have to jam this hose in here to get all this grease out. Then I can put it back together. Okay. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Hopefully I can just knock that. I've got a little piece of the coupling still sitting in here. Okay. I gotta open that up a little more. Surgery with the sawzall. Should be able to get that in there. This stuff together, and then I gotta clean this shit out real good. It's one of them days. Everything's a fight. I wouldn't want this year to go out any other way. Really, you know. Fuck. It was never done right in the first place. Okay, so So let me get this garbage disposal back up and see what we have. Gets the good ones. I can't get this thing hooked. This pipe's in the way. Fuck. I'm losing my patience again. Okay. So, let's see what we got here. We got a real... Spin this guy all the way around. And then get that hose over here somehow. this in and change the way this trap was. It's definitely, this thing's definitely going downhill, so that's a problem. And this is gonna be a tight thing here. That little 1/4 of an inch or 1/8 of an inch might be just what I need to make this work, so I'm gonna have to cut this. It's gonna make it a little bit easier, guys, to actually rod this thing out next time, which it's gonna need to be done eventually. Let's pull this out just a tad more. Perfectly short. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this a little bit. Now I need an extension. About that long will work. Yeah. Looks good. Yeah. Okay. Crank that down. Yeah. 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 Okay. Now comes the real fun. They've got the the drain for the dishwasher and the copper running under the cabinets instead of through the cabinets. So I'm probably gonna have to go get a piece of hose to make this work. Some dishwasher hose, and that'll be it. And a little piece of copper, a couple hose clamps. So I'm going to just hold my hand over this right now and let it run. Oh, you don't have much pressure here, do you?
Normally, it's not been a problem.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I didn't touch any of the water lines at all, but that seems awfully low to me. I mean, it's kind of just trickling out.
Sometimes I clean out the little filter
Yeah,
that's at the end.
yeah, let me see if I can get a little bit more, because that's going to help you keep that line clean. close. I just need to get an extension for the drain, the dishwasher drain, some hose clamps, and then we'll be ready to get out of here. Save that drawer for last. Do is get this dishwasher hose hooked up. 1/2-inch piece of pipe, 2 hose clamps, and about 3 feet of hose will get me. Oh. Just a dog fight today. Do you have a stopper for this sink?
I have several.
Okay. I want to stop it up and gush it out. I want to fill the whole thing up.
I actually discovered I have 3 stoppers.
Nice.
I don't know where they all came from, but here's one.
The one that I need for that may be chrome. Oh, actually, this works in there.
Yeah, I was doing an inventory here.
We're just going to take a few minutes for this guy to fill up, but it should be good, guys.
One, but it looks the same.
Yeah, we're fine. What time is it?
Yeah, it's 4:25.
4:30. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Lucky me today and lucky you. You going out tonight?
No, I'm not.
You're not going to watch the ball drop?
No, I can't stand crowds and I can't stand being around a bunch of people. So.
I get you. I don't drink. I haven't had a drink in 30-something years. I don't feel like I am, for sure. Whew. Boy, this took everything I had in me today to do this.
I appreciate it. Not that I wanted it.
It's going to be 400 now.
It's not shocking.
No. Somebody's coming to get that just to repair the toilets. You can imagine. So this stuff you have here, this Dawn,
Yeah.
is really good stuff.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I mean, it cuts grease.
It's supposed to cut the grease, so we're not.
Well,
That's what I used to wash all my clothes and hands.
you had very, very low pressure. You need a good flow of water to keep the pipes clean. And that pressure, I mean, this isn't great, but it's better than it was. And just make sure that you're using lots of water when you actually, if you ever do use the garbage.
Yeah, I told you to let it run at least 30 seconds after. John, for this for me?
Yeah. Yeah. Alright guys, so this sink is the size of a bathtub, so I'm not
Can I
gonna...
just pour Dawn down the pipe periodically?
Some hot water, like I'm doing right
Yeah.
now. Alright guys, we're all back together now. Okay.
All right. Can I help you carry anything back back down?
No, I'm good. I just want to put this drawer back in.
Oh, yeah, that would help.
Yeah. Figure out how to do that. So this goes like so. All right, I'm all set. Have a great New Year.
Thank you very much. Happy New Year to you too.
Yep, I'm going to be taking the rest of this week off. I did it last week.
Lucky for me.
Yeah. You're my last service call of 2024.
Yeah.
Could brag about that to your friends and family.
Oh yeah. I'll put it in my Christmas letter next year.
There you go. You were blessed with my presents. Here are your keys, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
All right, let me gather up the rest of my stuff, and you should be all set. Okie doke, see you later.
Bye.
Guys, working in these fucking high rises, man, is like being on a fucking obstacle course. Everything. The fucking doors slam behind you. The fucking... Oop, excuse me. You caught me swearing.
You should see me at work.
That's my last swear of 2024. Fuck it. See you later.
Are you from New York?
I'm from Rhode Island.
Okay, I was saying my boss is from New York. It's so nice to have a boss that doesn't mind me because
Hey, man.
I'm always
They say people who swear are way more honest.
and they're smarter. There's a study. They're smarter.
Yes, I agree. I'm pretty intelligent.
And you know what's funny is there's a show on Netflix called The History of Cuss Words. Most of them were not bad words.
Yeah.
Check that out if you have
Check
Netflix.
where they came, why they came to be in the first place.
It's really interesting. Most
Right.
of them are Dutch.
Going Dutch. For you jerks who don't like people who swear, kiss my ass. Guys, this is apropos. What I just got into is apropos for 2024. Just a fucking dog fight. A kitchen on the second floor of a condo on a 45, plumbed by some fucking guy who used to work for Mikey Pipes for a day. Oh my fucking god. Takes a lot. Takes a lot to fucking do this. I'm tired, man. Just the obstacles. All the fucking doors slammed shut behind you like a fucking jail. So that chick I was talking to, this is $1 million. You ain't living in this place for less than $1 million for a unit, so she's doing pretty good. So I wanted to find my inside cutter. I couldn't find it. My truck is a mess. This is gonna be my last bitch, my last complaint for 2024. Let's just hope 2025 is gonna be better. Have a good evening. So guys, I got one more complaint. I got in my truck and I didn't have my keys, man. And I had no idea where they are. It's almost 5 o'clock on New Year's Eve. Johnny is a shithead. I'm a shithead, man. Yeah. Boy, that took everything I had in me to get that motherfucker done. Getting old, boys. I'm getting old. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. So, guys, a little note about that stoppage there. I see Steve Lav using that 1/4-inch cable a lot, a small cable, and I always say he could be popping a hole in that thing the size of a pencil. I actually ran my bigger cable in about 5 feet by hand, the 5/16 cable with the spade head, and pulled it back out. If I would have put it back together, it would have drained, and I would have said, "You're all set, ma'am," and then 6 months later she'd have been calling me back. And my point is that you really, stoppages can be misleading. Just because it's draining does not mean that the drain is clear. I would have been back on that job. It may have been a year, maybe 6 months, who knows. But that thing was just slap ass full of fucking grease, probably 25 years worth. It's probably never been rotted, and I don't know who the fuck put that waste together, hooked that garbage disposal up, but it was just a disaster, man. Whoever roughed the kitchen in, I don't know if the place was remodeled or whatever. The shut-off valves were like 6 inches off the back of the cabinet, damn near touching the garbage disposal. Just poor workmanship. And you know, I'm doing what I have to do to get it running again. I ain't there to fix everything that's ever been fucked up, put together fucked up in this state. You gotta draw the fucking line somewhere. So wow, that's a nice looking Jeep, man. That's a nice looking Jeeper right there. My brother was a Jeeper. You know, he always had Jeeps when he was a kid. Not even a kid, an adult. But anyways,